Yes, we're back. It's a beautiful Monday morning. Good morning to you. It's public holiday, but we have to be at work. It's the third day in the month of October 2022. But of course, it's Independence Day holiday now for Nigerians. My name is Olutayo, Ogunade, and I welcome you to your morning tonic, the Breakdown newspaper review, where we look at stories making the headlines today. And of course, we'll be doing some analysis. Once again, welcome to today's edition. Kenny is here. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hope you had a great weekend. We taking a look at the pages of the Punch newspaper, the Nation, and the Daily Post. At least that's what I have. Starting off with the Punch. Aggrieved governors meet in Enugu, plot IU's removal. It's a major story out of the Punch newspaper this morning. Kwara doctor kills girlfriend, housewife, buries corpses in office. That's Metro Plus news for you. IU should resign in interest of peace, former PDP spokesperson says. And other news, strike reps meet Buhari Tuesday. Federal government warns ASU. Knocks as Buhari's men, others get national awards. It's another one out of the Punch newspaper this morning. I might want to take a look at that one. It's Tinubu or Tiku, not Obi 2023. That's another headline. Ex-cop jailed 1 year after raping sex trafficking Lagos teenager. Also from the Metro Plus pages, you find this one. Lagos company convicted of fraud, owner freed. Kwara doctor kills girlfriend, housewife, buries corpses in office. Already took that one. Lagos police arrest 2 cultists, recover gun. Charms. In business, building collapse not ending soon, say project managers. That's, I believe, coming out of Lagos. 3.92 trillion naira fuel subsidy topples defense, health, education budget. Also from the Punch, Pencom bans PFA's gifts to RSA holders. Some stories out of the Punch.
Well, let's take a look at Daily Trust newspaper. Drama as Atiku rocks Davido song Tinubu hits treadmill. Of course, with Ashake organized song there. Abductions deep by 28% in August as troops scale up operations. A call to patriotism as Nigeria clocks 62. Something there to also see. I'm not dead. Tinubu breaks silence. I'm not dead. Tinubu breaks silence. PDP reclaims Abuja Council chairmanship from APC. Police recover women's corpses in doctor's office in Kwara. Relief for manufacturers as federal government clamps down on imported tomato paste. Still from Daily Trust, how doctor buried married woman inside Kwara General Hospital. Apple Dutse inside Abuja's unmonitorable slum. 2023 parties must disclose sources of campaign funds. INEC chair, Kano farmers groan as dam water washes away farmlands. Insecurity, Nigeria peaceful because of imams, pastors, cleric. Okada ban importation of motorcycles drops by 93 billion naira in half year 2022. 2 suspected POS robbers killed in Django Justice. Police. PDP crisis. NWC position should be rezoned after polls. Senator Yare. NDIC. Africa Deposit Insurance Agencies to strengthen operational resilience. FCT Minister allocates recreational park to workers. Nigerian politics turning to comedy show. Troops react to videos of Tinubu, Atiku.
From the Daily Post, you find this one, 2023. I have not withdrawn from presidential race. Tinubu breaks silence. 2023 presidency. Wike Autumn, Ugwai, other governors meet in Enugu over Peter Obi. Flood claims 37 lives, submerges 89,000 farmlands in Adamawa. Why some top APC stakeholders may not work for Tinubu's candidacy. That's talking politics there. Elsewhere from the Daily Post, Ihedio has saboteur comment. Imo youths protest in Owerri. Pope Francis begs Putin to end spiral of violence, death in Ukraine. Kaduna, El Rufai reacts as mob lynches herders in Beningwari. Federal government to release documentary as Niger Bridge project nears completion. Nigeria at 62. Oba of Benin seeks end to ASU strike. 2023. Don't die for anyone, Nigerian youths warned. So we're talking politics. Ikpe Piazu, Onye Jiocha, other Abia stakeholders evaluates Nigeria's progress in 62 years. APC vows to appeal judgment as court sacks Oyetola deputy. Is another one from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Nigeria lacks true leadership. Labour Party gubernatorial candidate says there. Let's take a couple of more stories from the Daily Post. Kwara Fire Service recovers 2 corpses as heavy downpour wreaks havoc in Ilorin. And lastly, from the Daily Post, World Bank launches Pandemic Trust Fund, confirms extreme challenges in developing countries.
We'll take a look at Premium Times. PT State of the Race, obedient dominate as Tinubu, Atiku face domestic problems. Tinubu MIA as Oshibajo wife absent from APC campaign duties, and of course that's meeting in action. Nigerians disagree over success of Buhari's agric policy. How Nigeria's 400 million naira green bond financed afforestation projects failed. Buhari to confer national honors on Abakari Oloyede Okonjo-Iweala. 2020 30,000 match for Peter Obi in Lagos. Some more here. PDP crisis. Wike Otom Ikpeazu Ugwuanyi others meet in Enugu. Many qualified presidential candidates, but Tinubu is our own. Benka Daniel. That's the 2023 election. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't authorize Tuesday sit at home. Lassa fever. Nigeria records 6 new cases, 1 death in 1 week. Monkeypox infection in Nigeria exceed 300. A controversial water resources bill must be passed into law. That's according to the minister. Controversial water resources bill must be passed into law. The minister, NES 2022, what Nigerian government must do to improve women's economic empowerment. That's expert there. We see another paper.
From the Nation, Atiku will build government of national unity. That's one you find on the front page. Chieftain rallies support for APC presidential candidate. NRM will spring surprise at polls. There's another one there for you. Appeal Court President invites lawyers to fill 16 vacancies. Let's take another one. NCDC, over 7,000 Nigerians yet to recover from COVID-19. Petitions and graft Senate panel angry as CCB chairman shuns summons. Water resources bill is pro-development, not politics, says minister. That's another one from the Nation newspaper this morning. And lastly, from the Nation, Nigeria's leather products exports hit $800 million in 2002, says official. We'll take some messages, and when we come back, we'll be taking a look at the stories, bringing some analysis, and taking your thoughts as well. You stay with us.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day, no matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
Is this a mistake? What? What's that? What happened? See, I just bought 1,000 naira glow data, and instead of the usual, I got 3.9 gigabytes. Guy, I swear, that's how I saw it too. I bought 2,000 naira data yesterday, and I got a whopping 9.2 gigabytes. Wow! Glow data is just always bigger. Yep, and always better. I swear down. Babe, why are you removing your SIM?
I'm leaving this network and getting a Glow SIM immediately. And I'm not giving you my new number. You're on probation. Why didn't you tell me about these new Glow data plans?
Glow new data plans. Always bigger, always better.
Babe, sorry now. Yes, get a Glow SIM card today and enjoy bigger, better data on the Glow network. Just dial *777# and choose your plan.
Glow Unlimited.
chocolate with Vita-Rich Plus Iron.
Hello, where are you?
I'm coming. I'm very close.
Quick, we're going for a full spa session afterwards. My treat.
Spa indeed. You that complained of being broke just last week.
Well, that was before I won a 150,000 naira gift card in the Zenith Better Life promo season 2.
That's right. Zenith Bank is giving away gifts worth 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks in the Zenith Better Life promo season 2. To qualify, open a Zenith Bank account and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira for a month. Request, collect, and activate your Zenith Bank debit card, physical or virtual. Then register for star 966 hash or Zenith mobile banking. What's more, 5 mega winners also get gifts worth 500,000 naira every quarter. This promo is open to new and existing account holders from February 1st, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Every time, you people be telling me to leave life free things, to leave life free things. Fimi sile jare. But I find you where they're giving free drinks. If there's free food, you'll be there. Oh. If they're sharing free money, you're on the queue too. Forget. We all love good things. Even now that Jumia is doing free delivery, it's the same you and I that are enjoying it. On every order above 1,999 naira, you'll enjoy free delivery in Lagos and Ibadan. So, shop on Jumia today. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Big mommy, add that bokoto we go senior school. Put 2 roundabout. Anoint the package with that slim thick shaki and
Uncle, no vex o. Which teeth you wan use eat all this orishi? That your teeth will be like where motor jam truck. E no dey worry you again.
That one na before. All thanks to the new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection.
That's right. The new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste gives you complete oral protection with fluoride and antibacterial zinc to keep your teeth strong, prevent tooth holes, and fight bacteria.
Please have to go buy my own new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste.
Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection for your important oral care needs. Available in a blue gel.
32 FM 94.9.
All right, it's great to have you back with us. 17 minutes to 7 o'clock on the Monday, the 3rd of October, 2022. It's time to make sense of the headlines, and who else to help us do justice to that than Austin Udumo. There are a bunch of stories I'd like to take up with Austin, particularly this one that has to do with the 3.2 trillion naira spent on subsidy on PMS, of course, petrol there from January 2022 to June 2022. We understand that's higher than the cumulative individual federal budgets for health, education, and defense. That's in a 30-month period. Good morning, Austin. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, Kenny.
Good morning, Austin.
Good morning. Good to be here.
All right, so let's take a look at that particular one. 3.92 trillion naira spent on subsidy in 30 months. That's higher than the cumulative budget for education and health.
Yes, it's really outrageous, but sadly, that's the current reality. What do we do to get out of this current economic situation? We are earning far less than we used to earn. Today, subsidy keep increasing. As we also speak, NNPC have not been able to come out very clean on the actual consumption of PMS on a daily basis. So therefore, what we find is just incremental and estimated figures being read out by officials in the petroleum sector. Look at the implication of this quantum spending on subsidy. Defense, health, education, and a host of other critical sector of the economy are far behind in terms of budgetary provision. Most of the time, the federal government goes way out of budget to service subsidy. Is these figures not fictitious? The CG of custom came out that how do they take truckloads of PMS out of the country, which means that it's an issue that could be tackled, but deliberately or what have you, some people have decided not to go into that just to get fund out of the coffers of the government. The NNPC also came out that some neighboring country in the Africa continent, those who share boundary with Nigeria, they don't even import fuel into their own country. I don't know whether you understand that.
Right.
They rely heavily on smuggled petroleum product from Nigeria. You know, the case of Benin Republic, I hope you have not forgotten. A population of 30 million people that suddenly became the largest importer of parboiled rice from Thailand. You understand? They became the largest. Which means that as it gets into their country, it's being forwarded into our own country. So I think the federal government, through the NNPC, have to come out very critically on this issue. We can't continue to spend close. The figure you mentioned is approximately 4 trillion.
4 trillion, yeah.
On subsidy, when we have the doors of our tertiary institutions shut now for over 7 months.
The same subsidy we used to hear, it's a scam.
See, this government came out, had an issue to tell us that subsidy was a scam. They decided to say that, oh, we are not going to pay subsidy. Now we have hydra-headed problem. We are paying more for subsidy. I told you earlier that what we do now is incremental payment, incremental estimated payment of subsidy. We pay more in terms of subsidy. We pay more in terms of pump price. Even the regime that we refer to as scandalous on the management and administration of subsidy regime at that time, it was not as monumental as this. So where do we go from here?
Now, all over the world, I mean, it is easier to start subsidies than to end it. In the case of Nigeria here, what is the way out?
Yes, it is easier to subsidy because people want basic things to be subsidized, and it takes enormous political will to be able to abolish such a regime. Therefore, what the government can do is to first of all ensure that our refinery works. If our refinery cannot work, let them be privatized, so to private companies, those who have the technical know-how to manage this refinery. Not until we get to a level where we have to refine locally, we might not be able to solve this problem. Any government that tells you that, oh, if I am voted into office within 1 month or two, subsidy is gone, it's a lie. This administration played that gambit before coming to power. They said subsidy was a scam, that, oh, if we refine petroleum product, we'll be able to ensure that other byproducts will crash the pump price of petroleum product in the country. But look at the level where we are now. So the government must ensure that our refinery work. TBN has come out to tell us that the total forest earning in the country, over 30% of it goes into importation of petroleum product alone. 30% of the entire forest in the country by the CBN goes into importation of petroleum product. So this subsidy kind of a thing is looking like a scam until NNPC lives above board by coming out very clean. Today is public holiday, for example. NNPC cannot tell us that the normal fuel consumption in Nigeria on a weekday where there is peak of activity is the same thing as on public holiday, even on weekends. So that is the issue we have with the NNPC.
All right, the Minister for Water Resources, Sulaiman Adamu, has pledged his commitment to ensuring the passage of the National Water Resources Bill into law. The headline here read, Controversial Water Resources Bill must be passed into law. Minister.
Well, the minister cannot achieve that by fiat. What is it all about, this water resources bill? I think in the 8th assembly, it didn't see the light of the day. It has been raised under this 9th assembly. It was struck out at some point. Now there's a renewed effort. Who does this bill satisfy? Who interests does this bill serve? Is it all about national interests, where anything that has to do with waterway now will be ceded to the federal government, where the federal government will now have absolute power on the issues that border on water resources? So many people do not know the implication of this draft bill. The implication is that even water in your home, the federal government will now have a say in drilling and passage of water anywhere around the country. Does this serve national interests? Is it in the best interest of the entire country? Or some people want to lord it over some people by forcing it down the throat of every section of the country? We must be very careful. What killed this bill in the 8th assembly? Even under this National Assembly, this bill at some point did not see the light of the day. So why the renewed effort as far as this bill is concerned? At such a time when we clamor for restructuring, that too many items have been domiciled in the exclusive legislative list. We are talking about devolution of power by delisting some things from the exclusive list to the concurrent list, where state can have absolute control. Now, proponent of this bill seek to take the issue of power again to the exclusive legislative list, wherein the federal government alone will have to dictate, manage, and supervises anything that has to do with water and its passage across the country. I think we really need to think twice. So the minister saying that it must be passed, I think that is too boisterous.
Some argue that it's a way of bringing back rural grazing policy through the back door, which was an argument why it never scaled through.
In the first instance, that is the point I made. Why has this bill suffered major setback at the National Assembly? So why are we bringing it out? Does it mean that this current administration, through some element in the National Assembly, want to use it as a parting gift to Nigeria under this administration? We must be very careful. I think there are more pressing issues that the National Assembly can legislate on than this controversial and initiative water bill that we talk about.
All right, before we go to another story, do you think that that particular bill, the water bill, is pro-development as against,
it can
being political?
It can be pro-development. It's sentimental, it's parochial, and it is self-serving. That's just the truth.
Right.
You can't continue to talk about absolute control of federal government, of power resources in Nigeria in the 21st century. There was this argument of the Ruga argument. I didn't want to bring that up. That was one of the reasons why the bill did not see the light of the day in the first instance. So the National Assembly should learn to not to be major in minor issues. Right. Let's deal with issue. One of the purpose of the National Assembly is to make law for the good and prosperity of the people. Okay. How does this controversial water bill bring prosperity and goodness to the people of the country?
All right, so let's delve into the politics now. We understand that 5 governors elected under the platform of the People's Democratic Party on Sunday met in Enugu over the what they call the backing of the LP presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. They're, of course, providing support, seeking support for him. And saying that our very own governor here in Oyo State, Governor Shane Makinde, was amongst them. Also, Guai, Wike, and Autumn, also in that particular group.
Yes, if you look at it from the beginning, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, the governor of Enugu State, have not been part of the Wike camp vocally, so to say. But this time around, he was drafted into this particular initiative, into this particular meeting. There are some apologists of the PDP who felt that they meant to resolve to work for former Vice President Atiku Abubakar of the PDP. Well, from genuine and confirmed sources, it suggests largely that this is all about the obedient movement. You understand? Repeatedly, if you look at it, within a short period of time, Obi has visited Wike. You know, they were also in London some times ago. Obasanjo was also canvassing for the same thing. That, this looked like a more credible candidate. Also to placate the eastern part of the country. A lot of people believe, as a matter of morality, equity, and justice, that it is the turn of the Easterner to produce the president. Of course, we talk about structure. It's going to be a kind of enormous support. So a lot of people are rooting for Peter Obi. So this meeting is more of the Peter Obi issue to discuss whether these governors of the PDP, you know, we have two from the southeast, Abia and Enugu. Then the issue in the PDP have not been resolved. I don't think anybody will want to bamboozle us that people like Wike and some others will come out and say we are working for Atiku Abubakar when their primary demand have not been met. So let us not deceive ourselves.
So
that's the truth of the matter.
It's not the PDP in disarray. It's just politicking.
Yes, this is politicking. Obi have constantly visited Yeson Wike. In all of this visitation and meeting, there will definitely be issue of alignment and realignment. But it's a matter of politics. Let's see how it goes at the end of the day. But a lot of people, Obi is garnering a lot of support. Even those who think that the Obi movement cannot survive. You know, you saw what happened over the weekend. The issue of Obi rally trended more than even the presidential speech.
Presidential
speech over the weekend, the speech the president made. A lot of people are not talking about it. They are talking about this movement. And some people want to tell us that, they want to wish it off and say, no, it does not really matter. If Obi can, through this momentum, penetrate the north, anything can happen.
Now, Chris Ngege left ASU federal government meeting. Did you see the video? And we have another one here. As university strike enters 8th month, Buhari confers national honor on Adamu Adamu.
Yes, I think the issue of national honor is the prerogative of Mr. President. There are prerogatives and there are also criteria for people to be awarded those honor. Those who have done things that can bring development and foster unity in the country. Some can also be awarded based on their individual attainment, whether in private life and also in government. I'm particularly delighted that people like the late Atairu, the former chief of army staff, who didn't live so long after that appointment, is being given this award posthumously. Then there was this man too from Plateau State, an Islamic leader who had to hide over 200 Christians in his mosque to save them from being murdered. You know, is well deserving if you look at this individual. There was another person too, I think in Katsina, when the Katsina government college was overrun. They met a teacher in the class. They told the teacher to go deband it. The teacher said, no, I am here because of this student. I can't leave them. They adopted the teacher with the students. Shortly after that, the teacher was released. I think that is also heroic in nature. These are the caliber of people. People like Toby Amuson, those who have made Nigeria proud.
Even on Burna Boy.
Yes, Burna Boy, all these other people. You know, it doesn't have to be politics. Then the category of the GCON for the Senate President, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, I don't know why Saraki couldn't make...
Austin, my question is, why should an Adamu Adamu be considered?
Yes.
The national honor is seen as an official validation of one's excellence.
Yes, one's excellence and a sense of duty and a sense of patriotism to the nation.
Minister.
On the issue of ASU and education ministry entirely, I think it does not really worth it. So Mr. President must not reduce the tenet of national honor to mere politics and also a tool to be vindictive of your political or perceived political enemy. So we have to also be very careful. A lot of governors, I think about 3 governors under the platform of the APC made it, and we also have some other people who are not supposed to be there that are there. So we have to look at it very well so that the purpose will not be counterproductive at the end of the day.
I still do not understand this actually. But gentlemen, we have to go on a break now.
Yes.
I really don't understand this.
FM 94.9.
Get up and go, 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 go. With Countdown Choco, go, go, go. Get up and get up and get up and go. No matter what you're gonna do, do it. Countdown Choco, by the rich plus iron for vitality. Get up and go. Stay strong, save the world, take action. Get up and go.
Cowbell chocolates with Vitarich plus iron.
Cowbell, I wanna look.
Hello, where are you?
I'm coming. I'm very close.
Quick, we're going for a full spa session afterwards. My treat.
Spa indeed. You that complained of being broke just last week.
Well, that was before I won a 150,000 naira gift card in the Zenith Better Life promo season 2.
That's right. Zenith Bank is giving away gifts worth 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks in the Zenith Better Life promo season 2. To qualify, open a Zenith Bank account and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira for a month. Request, collect, and activate your Zenith Bank debit card, physical or virtual. Then register for star 966 hash or Zenith mobile banking. What's more, 5 mega winners also get gifts worth 500,000 naira every quarter. This promo is open to new and existing account holders from February 1st, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Guy, if I tell you see all this plenty airtime and data, where they take flex? Now dash glow dash me, you go believe.
Dash get for this kind of economy. I beg you.
Dey there now, as I buy my glow sim like this spirit, I first collect 1,000 naira welcome bonus, Sarah. As I come recharge, bam, glow knock me 10 times airtime bonus. I also enjoy double data. Join.
Wait, you mean 1,000 naira welcome bonus?
Yes.
Plus 10 times airtime bonus?
Yes.
Plus double data again?
Yes.
For which universe now?
The glow break the universe now. You want try?
Oh, no wonder boys they flex anyhow on top phone 247 non-stop. Hey, I talk am.
My people, not let grass grow under your Lego. Go get your glow sim today. Dial star 777 hash to buy and enjoy 10 times airtime bonus plus up to double data. Offer day for both new and existing subscribers them.
Glow Unlimited.
tí wọ́n bá lo ráyéwá nítorí pé o lówó lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n bá ń tàn ọ́ pọ̀ ráyéwá nítorí dúkìá tó pọ̀ tó ní ọkàn ò tí ì balẹ̀ pọ̀ ráyéwá àlàáfíà lògùn ọrọ̀ ṣáájú ara rẹ o ìlera sílẹ̀ mí gígùn gbogbo àrùn tí ń ṣe ẹ̀dá láyé náà kọ́ láyé fi ń ṣe ni bí dọ̀tí bá pọ̀ lára tí gbogbo ẹ́ńjìnì tásẹ̀dá dá bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kọsẹ́ má fòyà tó bá ṣe bí ẹni rárá tára rẹ ò ṣe déédéé pinnu ló kan àyà ara rẹ o Benetton cleanser ní kó o sẹ́mu agbanugbàde fọgẹ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ara dànù Benetton jagunlabi panko pè ọ̀rẹ́ ara tọmọdé tàgbà tọkùnrin tóbìnrin ló lè lò ó ọ̀sọ́kùnrin sóbìnrin dò pépé Benetton cleanser atẹ́jẹsẹ̀ maradan bíi kóròsìn Benetton cleanser kìkìdé gbòógì tí ò lọ́tínú la fi ṣe ó ti wà káàkiri ilé ìtajà ògùn jákèjádò ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà a sì ń wá alágbàtà fún Benetton cleanser pé nọ́mbà kò demand 08034051533 08034051533 iléeṣẹ́ ẹ̀mí one naturalist care ló ṣe Benetton cleanser òun láyé tún lò.
Every kid is amazing at something. Give them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Give them amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Feed their amazing.
32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back from the commercial break. The lines are open now. 08097000 090 2009 and 08097000 there's this one here. Tinubu, I'm not dead. Tinubu breaks silence. And of course, Nigerian politics turning to comedy show. That's what we have here. Let's take this first call here. Hello. Good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio. All right, thank you. What's the name?
I want to talk on obedient movement. In Lagos State, a flag boy was beaten by the APC members. a very wrong signal. At least early warning signal to obedient group. That is wrong. Secondly, this obedient movement is a movement of the youth, by the youth, and for the youth. It goes beyond 2023. The youth wants a change, and they will make the change. They take over the government. So no amount of intimidation, amount of propaganda, amount of whatever the case will stop it. This is the first time Nigeria is coming out to take over government, and they will do it. Otherwise, there will be problem. So the issue of
we can't stand any problem. We don't pray for problems.
Yes.
We are dealing with sufficient problems.
Yes. Let it be issue based. Right. We are not talking about problem. Let there be no problem, because we can only talk about the start. The end, nobody might know.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Austin. This is from Oyo. This is my own personal opinion about restructuring water bill. About this water bill. Austin said we need more power to the state. These people are using our head because our governors are not ready. Our states, don't any governor, are not ready for restructuring. National Assembly has passed the bill for new government autonomy, House of Assembly autonomy, judicial autonomy. They rejected it. That's why they are using our head to go and grant water bill. About governors supporting other presidential candidates out of their party, they should go and learn from history. 2003. They will leave. I'm sorry to use this statement to regret it. Their followers we not like them because they may lose their state. Go and have from the AD governors in 2003.
Right.
About oil, petrol. NNPCJ chairman said us that Oyo and Ogun is consuming more fuel than Lagos. We have more vehicles than Lagos.
070-55,949-080-97,949. Those are the numbers to be part of the conversation.
Let's take this call and we'll talk Osun State.
Yes.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Operating from Akubo.
Right,
My take this morning is about the first subsidy. We'll be spending money on this subsidy more than even other sectors, and yet we will not be able to see a proactive result we are not able to see positive outcome. Because health is draining, education is draining, every other sector is not functioning well. It's just as if they are balancing it together. They are balancing. They are not trying to balance it up. Sorry, because how will they'll be spending money on subsidy, and yet there is not that maybe there is increments. There is a lot of work. There's still scarcity of work, and it's expensive. Health sector is not fine at all.
Thank you, Kwame. Your point is made. 0906 200949 0809 7909. Miriam is saying this frequent strike will lead to brain drain and make our youth and doctors to study and work outside the country. Okay. That's Ogunade Adekunle. If the president could beg university lecturers to return to classroom after 8 months without settling the ASU issue, why did they settle aviation and not? Ogunade. It may not be the same scenario here, but people are tired of this administration. If possible, to pay them off and leave the scene of governance. The presidential speech lacks substance, so no one is talking about it. Nigerians are aware that Boko Haram cabals already hijacked the governance at the national level. And so when Austin mentioned that presidential speech the other time, not many even radio station picked it.
Yes,
people are no longer interested.
Yes,
in
people are no longer
yearly,
interested.
But
and people also see it as a party. Independent speech, the last one for the president.
All right, Austin, let's take your views on this one. Oyetola fights back over court's nullification of candidature. Now, the chief press secretary to the governor, Oyetola, has appealed to supporters of his principal to remain calm in the face of the decision of the Federal High Court to nullify his candidature. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Okay, I lost that one. Now, this press secretary noted that Oyetola's team of lawyers would be challenging the decision of the appeal court, just as they have expressed confidence that the decision would be set aside.
Yes, that is preempting the court anyway. Let's look at the overall implication of this Oyetola nullification vis-a-vis APC as a whole. See, what we are talking about is that the Constitution in section 185 talks about the fact that no individual, especially as a governor, can hold two executive positions. The office of the national chairman of the party is an executive position. Buni held that for close to 2 years. and the office of the governor is an executive position. Let's cast our mind back to the issue of Rotimi Akeredolu at the Supreme Court. Olutayo Jegede filed a suit. The only reason why Akeredolu narrowly escaped being sacked by the Supreme Court was the fact that Olutayo Jegede did not join May Malabuni at that time. Right. If he had joined him in that suit, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu would have today become the ex-governor of Ondo State.
Hello, good morning. Well, the caller is on the line, but it's not saying anything. 0705 500949. Yes.
Yes. So the implication of that is that all the signature of Buni as a governor and also at the same time the national caretaker chairman of the APC is being contended with here. And anything can happen.
What is the implication?
The implication is that if it gets to the Supreme Court and Buni is properly joined, all the primary election, all the nomination of candidates, the Supreme Court can decide to set all of that aside. Hello? And Evu will not fall.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry, we kept on the line. What's the name?
Balkis Ogunade from Ibadan.
Balkis, okay.
On fuel subsidy, I think it should be removed. Because even what they are paying now is partial subsidy, not full subsidy. Many Nigerians may not like it, but the best is for it to be totally removed. We feel it to try and agony adjust to the situation. Because they are using this pseudo scheme of fuel subsidy to pilfer funds. The amount they have spent on fuel subsidy in 2023 alone, they have not spent it on the education or health sector. Let it be removed. This government claims it was scam, and I believe it is still scam. Let them remove fuel subsidy. Good morning.
Thank you, Balkis. 0906 2000 949 0809 7000 949. Good morning to you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sulaiman Sharif calling from Manara. Hello.
Go on, Sulaiman. We can hear you.
See, I want to react to that subsidy. The same government who told us that subsidy is a scam before they elected into the power, and they insist subsidize our PMX, according to what you read this morning. So when I check Nigerian Punch, they insist that 3.19 trillion that they spend on it is even overthrow the total amount budgeted for education, defense, and Ed ministry also. So how do you want to get a good result from those critical sectors? For my own, and still insist that the government of today that we have, they lack the political will needful for the masses. But we, the citizens, we need to do the needful by the next general election. Good day.
Thank you. You know, also we'll talk about job security under the Buhari leadership.
Yes.
Still under this leadership.
Yes. Once you are appointed, just continue to mess up. You will finish
even if you steal money.
Yeah, even if you steal that money, you
will find a way to give you some soft
Even if you are jailed for corruption, you can be set free.
You might get a national honor.
Yes, you might even get a national honor. That is President Muhammadu Buhari.
Hello.
Hi, hello. Yeah.
Good morning. Tell me, this is okay.
Good morning, okay.
Say this. They told us subsidy is scam, that it does not exist. And now, when they came in, before they came in, we were spending less than it. Now, if you look at it, let's talk like a layman, because I was just talking with my grandmother now, my mom, and she said, something that does not exist. All of a sudden, you are paying 3 times that amount. Is that not questionable? Is it really real? Is it not better we do away with it if it really exists? But I think I want to hold them on it. They said it did not exist. So I think we should hold them. That means somebody is actually wasting and sharing this among themselves. Good morning.
Thank you, okay. Gentlemen, we have to leave this studio.
Yes, I think whether it exists or not, that is a foregone issue for now. The federal government need to look at it. Let's deal with it the way it is and ensure that we refine locally. There's this disturbing story from Kwara State, wherein a chief medical director of a general hospital now decided to turn his office to a cemetery, where he now killed his patient and also buried them in his office. It's really disturbing.
All right, thank
you.
you.
That be happening?
Thank you, Austin, for the analysis. We have to call it a day on the Break It Down pay-per-view.
You know, Kenny, we spoke about cannibalism some time ago.
Yes.
The rate at which people now kill without remorse around.
For the fun of it.
You know, the sanctity for human life that we talk about.
We've lost that.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a great Monday. Enjoy your holidays. We'll be back tomorrow, God willing. I'm Olutayo, Ogunade.
I'm Kenny Durutilu.
Good morning.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the guest analyst and do not necessarily reflect the recommendations or perspectives of 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan.
We can bet that you've never listened to radio like this